Hello, everyone. Welcome for today's webinar about robotics. But before the speaker doing the speak, let me introduce who is Bay Coding Club and who am I. I'm Ruby Sun. Welcome all. Bay Coding Club is a leading K-12 technology and mathematics academy located at Bay Area. And we bring cutting edge of computer science to the Ks from K to 12. And we have a lot of courses related with the technology. So if you want to know more, you can log into our website at baycodingclub.com. And our teachers are mixed with a lot of university professors and the engineers, especially the software engineers all around the country. And we also have some of higher levels universities students in computer science. Right now, all our courses are taught by English. We don't provide any Chinese ones, but in the future, very near future, we're gonna provide some of the Chinese classes. Okay, it's a little bit about myself. My name is Ruby Sun. I'm a mom with a 10-year-old daughter, and we live at Bay Area, Silicon Valley. I've been a computer science teacher at a community for more than 5 years, I believe. And previously, I worked at information technology field for more than 20 years. I love teaching, and I care what I teach to children. Oh, I think I should have present like this. Yeah, is this one better? Look, this is part of our teachers that I mentioned just now. They are computer science engineers, and they are software engineers or the information technology field gurus like the university professors. And also we have a lot of computer science major students at MIT or other big universities all around the United States. So this shows some of our courses. We provide some of the courses according to the goals that you want to achieve at Bay Coding Club. We give everyone the opportunity to evaluate yourself, to set up the goals, and we give you the pathways that you want to fulfill, such as if you want to be a game designer, for example, and we'll just design the course for you, especially focus on the game design field, such as we'll just set up the pathways like programs, languages related about the game design. If you like the robotics, we'll just set up the goals and the pathways for you related with the embedded system, Arduinos or Raspberry Pis, a lot of courses related with the robotics, especially maybe the robotics competitions. We also have some competition based of the courses, such as the USICO, ACSL, and some of a tournament hosted by the universities all around the United States. And we also have a summer camp, winter camp. Of course, we have a lot of camps during the breaks. Our unique course, I believe, is the we call Mars Ks. Those Ks can lead the students learn how to coordinate with the hardware part and the software part. So we design a lot of case, which you can see from our website. So we separate them in different fields, like smart homes, such as the lasered doorbell system. And we also this is the refrigerator. This looks like not the refrigerator, right? But it's designed like the refrigerator, like this. We have a lot of courses design related with the kids, such as we have a design of thinking of self-driving car like this. This car has a lot of sensors inside, which we provided this kind of course and to let you know what kind of the series and the self-driving car, especially the computer science part. So if you want to look up, you can call us later and I will show you. Yeah. So this is about the mathematics. We applied the mathematics AMC host this year. This year, we're going to open AMC 8. If you want to register to attend AMC 8 competition, so you can log on our website or call us to register. We can provide you the link. And our school code is like this, so you can write it down if you want to participate. Okay, this year especially we have the ACSL, which maybe you all know. This is the American Computer Science League. Last year we achieved a lot of medals, especially we achieved a gold medal and silver medal, which you can trace our records from ACSL website. And this year, we also provide the ACSL elementary team, and we'll also provide the ACSL junior team. If you're grade 6 or under, and you can attend our elementary team without any evaluation. You don't have to learn any of the computer science. And if you're 6th grader or upper, you can attend our junior team, but before you attend our junior team, you must be evaluated because our junior team is a little bit hard and we need to select the team members. Yeah, if you want, this is not open. We'll open this team course very soon in 2 weeks. So if you're interested in registration, just let us know. Okay, you still have time to register. Okay, this is a part of our courses, which you can see on our website. So see, we have programming languages such as Python, Java, Pygame, HTML, right? And Scratch. We also have the game design courses like Minecraft and Roblox. Yes, of course, we have the robotic courses. And this is part of our galleries that you can see from our website. Those are all our students, from the little ones like kindergarten ones, right? So we encourage the kindergarten kids learning computer science without computer. So this is the magic, how we provide the course to kids to learn computer science without computers. So if you want to figure it out, just call us or register the case courses on our website. And we also provide the courses for higher level of the case for junior, senior at high school students. And we get it really deep involved with the university's project with the professors and PhD students in computer science field. So if you're interested in any of the programs at a higher level in the university, just shoot us the email or call us. Email you can shoot at info@bakecodingclub.com. And Okay, let's see the next slides. Yeah, pretty much all for today's presentation, I believe. If you want to find us, you can call us and shoot us email, or you can scan this QR code and to contact with our teacher, Lee, and she is going to lead you and she's going to tell you what's going on. So this is WeChat. All right, let's see our guest. Is our guest here? Say hi. Hello. Time to him. And we have a partners this year. Say hi, hi, nice to meet you here.
Hi, nice to meet you all.
Yeah, I'll give you the time to you and you can introduce more. How about that? And I'm stop sharing. You can share your screen if you have the slides.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, I prefer to show you directly in the BRT. Okay, so I will share my screen right now.
Okay, can you? Let me. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Jorge Hernandez from Cogmation Robotics, and today I will show you the software Virtual Robotics Toolkit. This is a robot simulator that people use well, to learn robotics, and we are, since 2020, we are working in competitions too. So you will see that you can have a small competition or local competition, or you can be part of world championships. I mean, so really it's amazing the way that you can use this software. In this software, you will see that the robots are Lego robots, actually. No, so sometimes, well, you can see that I love Lego. So I have some Lego here, and sometimes it's difficult to have schools or that you have in your house Lego robots, you know. So here with this simulator, it's easy that you can learn robotics using Lego, but virtual. You can create your own robots using a software to build robots. You can learn coding using these robots too with the simulator. So first, I will show you the software, okay? Here we have our simple menu, this one. When you open the software, you have this window that will help you to understand the buttons. For example, the first one is open a menu where you can choose from direct projects or choose to make a new project, no? These ones are very, very important that are here because, well, you will see when we will open a map that you can control to start the simulation, stop the simulation, or pause the simulation. You will see that this is very important. So here are the two buttons. Robot manipulation section are these three buttons. And actually, for example, the 04 button, it's very important for competition because with this button, you can see the score and the time that you are getting in the competition, okay? The third one, yeah, it's very, very important too, because you can open the brick. So I mean, you can see the brick or the virtual brick, or no, you can hide it. Then we have the window manipulation that are the other buttons where you can have in all your screen BRT, or if you want, you can have EV3 and BRT, and we have a section to log in the competition. So you can have the three parts in the same window, okay? And of course, the close button, no? That this is one. Okay, so now I will open a new project and you will see a lot of different maps here, okay? In the Sim Basics, that is this section, you will see, for example, a map for a competition that is WRO, it's World Robot Olympiad. This competition have like 17 years old and have more than 90 countries in the world. Imagine that are a lot of countries, no? But you can only practice in this map of 2020. It's only that you can practice and you can use it if you want, no? The other that this is very important, you know, because most of the people that starts in BRT start working in Sandbox. Yeah, it's like the most common map for everyone. So actually we will use it today. Then we have the apartment cleanup, where you can see an apartment and the robot needs to take or remove all the Lego blocks that are in the floor, okay? It's a simple challenge, but you can use it. It's very funny. Second, yeah. We have a maze that is a line follower maze actually. So you can start learning line follower here. The cleanup challenge really, well, I don't introduce myself. I am Jorge Hernandez from Cogmation Robotics, and I have experience as a teacher. Actually, when I was listening to Robi-san was amazing because she said that she likes be a teacher, and me too. No, I really think the same, and I feel the same because I have 10 years as robotics teacher. So right now I can tell you, oh, and actually I have 8 years as coach in robotics competition. So I can tell you that this is amazing. It will be funny for you. You will grow up here because you will see that you can learn robotics, you can play with robots, and you can be part of international competition. So really, this is amazing. And well, now I can tell you the cleanup challenge. This is not a difficult challenge like for the international competition that sometimes are difficult challenge and really the teams need to take time to solve it. But here the cleanup challenge, you know, it's easy, but it's funny because the robot need to uh, fill down all the objects of the tower, no? But the simulator works similar than the reality or physical, no? So the objects will not fall down in the same place. It's you know, you really need to move the robot to push the tower, but sometimes you need to be careful because not all the objects will fall down in the same place. So for me, this is funny because really, you can think when you see the challenge that it's too easy. You can solve it in 5 minutes, but no, you need to take your little time to solve it. So really, if you have time, try the cleanup challenge because we really, it's so funny. Then we have the sumo. Actually, we have two sumo competitions, the sumo 2018 and the sumo. What's the difference? Okay, the sumo have two robots that you can control. Both robots don't have any sensor. Okay, this is very important. You can control the two robots, but don't have any sensor. And the Sumo 2018 have two robots, but you can only control one. Okay, the other one have a default code. It means that you can't control the robot. So your robot will fight to the other one. Like in a game where you can play versus the CPU, like this, same. So, and the other thing is that the robots have sensors, okay? This is the difference between the two sumo maps. We have soccer that actually you can code both robots if you want. This competition was of WRO or World Robot Olympiad. Actually, after 2022, they will not have any more soccer, but what we have in BRT. And the multiplayer sweep. The multiplayer sweep, you can see it's like cleanup challenge, but the difference is that are two robots, and for example, if you are the blue robot, need to move the tower to the red part. So this is important that you know that. Another thing that people can ask is if two people can join in the same map with different computer. No, right now only you can open in one computer the same map. Well, you can open the same map in another, but can be the both people or the two persons in the same map at the same time. You know, like you can play or code versus me in the same no. we will have different computers. So I will code with different robots and you with other ones. So this is very important because sometimes people ask that, oh, I can play versus Robbie, for example, in the same sumo map. No, I will play with the versus the CPU and Robbie will play versus the CPU in her computer. No? Then we have the competition section. You see that don't have anything, it's empty, but I will show you later how we can have competitor maps here, okay? Then we have the first Lego League. I don't know if you know about first Lego League. Actually, in USA, it's more common to know about first Lego League. But here we have these maps, 2016 to 2019. You can play with them if you want. And we have the WRO maps too, the World Robot Olympic Competition map. So you can see we have 2016 to 2020. Okay, so now let me open the sandbox. So you can see I only click the competition and my computer starts opening the map. How can it take to open a map? Well, it depends the computer, you know. For example, for me, take me like, well, my computer takes 10 seconds more or less. For another computer that could be slow, could be 15, 20 seconds. So only when you have the part that is loading the map, need to be patient, you know? You need to wait that the computer open the map. So please don't click like every part or try to close it. No, 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 only wait, okay? Now, we have our virtual robot, we have our virtual brick. Remember that this button helps us to have our brick in the window or not have it. And if you have some experience with EV3 milestones in the physical robot, like this one, well, you see that the design is different, but it's the same. It's a Lego milestone. You can see the brick, the motors, no? It's Lego. So if you have some experience with these robots, you can see that actually the virtual brick is exactly the same. Have the same sections, and you can move with these buttons here. Actually, you can turn on or turn off if you want, like this. And now, how we can code our robot. Okay, let me show you. I have the EV3 Lego Mindstorms software. Let me open a new project here. And for example, if you remember, I told you that we can divide our screen to have BRT and EV3 milestones in the same window because sometimes it's easy to work on this way, no? So let me show you is with this button. So now we have in one part BRT and the other one EV3. So for us will be easy to code. Yes, Anusha, you raise your hand.
Hi there, this is actually Anusha's dad. So since the last two lessons, we're confused about one thing. We use a Mac and the EV3 you're showing, or the other tool that was referred to as the designer, I think. Those two don't seem to be supported on Mac, so we're not even able to install those.
Okay, on this case, yeah, it's a good question. In the Mac computer that have the OS version Catalina or newer, that is Big Sur, can have installed EV3 software. This is not on our side. Lego create this software, but it's not able for these two Mac versions. So if you don't have these two Mac version, you can do this one. Give me a second. Here in BRT, I will have it on my window. Click in your keyboard, Control F8. And now when you click Control F8 and click this button, you will have makeover in BRT. So you can code with makeover. Actually, I saw that in the presentation that Bobby, that you have some lessons about Java, for example. Let me show you. Open a new project here. I will call this. No? It's block like Scratch actually, but have the option to have JavaScript too. So for example, if I add some blocks here, give me a second, like tank motors, no? I will move our robot 4 rotations forward. But I go to JavaScript section, you will see the code here too. So you can use this one. For example, let me actually divide the screen again.
Okay.
So actually you can use, well, this is for the person that have Mac. If you have Windows, you can use any of both options, you know, the EV3 or the makeover. It's the same. Well, it depends on you, if you where you want to use it. So for example, for the people that have Windows or want to sometimes use makeover or sometimes use EV3, the only thing that they need to do to change again to EV3 is click Control F8 again. And now it's makeover close and you can connect your robot in EV3.
Okay, this is helpful. So Control F and 8 and go to make
Control
code
F8,
one.
yes. Yes, let me actually, I will
And then what about LDD? Is that?
Oh, okay. Let me first send in the chat the tutorial for open makeover so you can have it, because sometimes we can forget
Yes,
when we can do it. So give me a second. Oh, it's here.
Thank you.
Let me only confirm this is the correct link. Yeah. Okay. So the next part, okay, you asked me about the Lego Digital Designer software, right? So if you have Lego Digital Designer, you only need to be careful which version do you have. For example, if you have a version that don't have the EV3 brick, the motors, the EV3 motor, sensor, etc., it means that you have an old Lego Digital Designer version. So if you have an old Digital Designer version, I recommend you to uninstall this version and install the one that this is in our download links. Let me send again the link. Well, I send in the chat. So for no, give me a second. Missed.
So we tried that. That one didn't work on the Mac either.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, yeah, the Mac. Okay, for Mac, yeah, the same. If you have the OS, the Catalina or later, you will have the same problem than with EV3. But it's not in our download links, but it's another option that actually it's very good. Sometimes people ask me which one is better, Lego Digital Designer or Studio 2.0. Both are good, you know. Lego Digital Designer is still good because a lot of people know how to use it. So for example, here in this link, well, for my case, the website that I have a Windows computer, but on your case, you only need to select the OS expert. No? I send the link to, let me open here. This is the software Studio 2.0. Both are free, Lego Digital Designer and 2.0, Studio 2.0. And it's very similar than Lego Digital Designer, but the most important difference is that Studio 2.0 can run in all the new operation system. So Another thing is that it really have a lot of times to update, but most of the time don't take a lot of time. So now, for example, I am opening a robot that I have it. So you can see it's similar than Lego Digital Designer. For example, let me open another here. So, well, there are different robots, but you can see that you have these parts. And for example, to have to add new parts, you can add palettes in Studio, or you can use the master that have all the Lego parts that have Studio, and you can add, no, for example.
Jorge.
Yeah.
I actually already sent a link about this to the students, I think yesterday, and one of them tried installing it and it still didn't work. I think it's because of the same issue of their Macs were outdated for the program. Do you have any other suggestions?
For with Studio?
Yeah, there was one of them, I think it was, the requirement is like 10.9 and for to use Studio 2.0. And they were using like, I think 10.3, I believe. And so I don't own a Mac, so I'm not really accustomed with like the different versions and whatnot. But would you happen to know other programs that are more like Mac friendly?
Well, the ones that is Mac friendly is this Studio because it's only the two only options to use it. Studio 2.0 and Lego Digital Designer. But it's weird that you can install Studio in Mac, because actually this one have like, it was released in 2020. So actually it's a new software to build robots.
I see.
So so you don't know here the Studio 2.0 version or no?
Well, I mean, I could try, but it wouldn't work on my laptop because I have a PC. So but for any of the who are using a Mac right now, can you tell Jorge if you want to about your experience trying, if you've tried installing 2.0, what it was like?
Well, actually, it's
Jorge, on the Studio 2.0, I'm just trying to download, and that might be okay because unlike the LDD, this one is supported on the latest version of the Mac. So I'm hoping that once I get my OS to the latest level, this will just work.
okay. Yeah, actually, I never know about the person to have problems in installing Studio 2.0. And on this case, it's not something that we can help because we are not the owners of Berlin. So in this case, need to be contact to them to check. Well, we have here the help center because we can control this part, you know. We can see that they have another version here. So maybe you can try with this one. But I didn't know that they have a Studio early access because, well, you can see that I have my Studio installed in my computer and have like more than 1 year that I installed. So I only send to the people if they want to use it, to install the link, and they install, and anyone report me like a problem to install. Actually, with Lego Digital Designer, the people don't have problem too, only if they have a Mac with the OS Catalina and Big Sur, that is the new one, no? Only this case. On these cases, they have problem. And to use it, only I will show you quickly that, for example, if you, well, let me actually, for example, you can export the Lego Digital Designer robots, because sometimes people ask, no, like, for example, what happens if I have students that some of them are using Lego Digital Designer and another ones are using Studio. It's a problem? No, because actually you can export the robots and you can send to Studio. No, it's more common to send a Lego Digital Designer robot or file to Studio than send a Studio file to Lego Digital Designer. You can try both, and I will show you how. Here on Lego Digital Designer, you can export a model. And here in the type of file, you will change to LDraw, okay? Actually, let me change the name.
Jorge, sorry to interrupt. I just finished the installation of Studio 2.0 on the Mac. It seems to have worked.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and after that, I will open, yes. Here we have, well, descargas means downloads in English. I will open my LDraw file. And now you can see I have the same robot in the same software, in the both softwares, you can see. So actually it's easy to use both of them. Really, if you have a Windows computer, which one you can use? Any one that you want. The only thing that sometimes people really like, or the kids really like here, is that in the Studio you can change the color of the parts. You can see. So really, sometimes it's amazing, because for competitions, when people show their robots, we can see the black robot, all the robots in black. So it looks like great, you know, or sometimes have the colors of their flags, or yeah, sometimes it's amazing the way that they work, no? So you can use both of them. But let me continue explaining how works the first steps in BRT. And after that, I will show you how to import a robot in BRT, okay? But let me first start with the first steps, okay? So I come back here. Let me open again my brick. I have a question. How many of you have Mac? Because if most of them have Mac, I can prefer to show you how work with makeover than EV3, because if you have Mac, you will not be able to install EV3. Okay, Mimis, I have Mac.
I will have a question here.
Okay.
What software are you using right now? We got one new software this morning, but this email from Paul, is there another new software they're using? Is Paul on the line?
The VRT, you mean?
Yes.
This one?
Studio. What's the Studio?
Oh, it's Studio.
Okay.
What's Studio?
Yeah. Does that replace EV3 or what?
I believe he just gave you the options. If you think this one does not work, you can try that one. But I think today, if Mr. George can solve this problem, this still works.
But what are the options? Can you put it in a Zoom chat?
Can you follow
they are in the Zoom chat.
Hernan's option right now, the solution right now?
But you mean the solution about Studio and Lego Digital Designer? The links?
No, I think the parents have encountered difficulties for install
We
the-
don't know. Our problem is we don't know which software to use. There's so many different, names and versions of software. Which one are we using right now?
Yeah, can you show them, George?
But we are talking about Studio and Lego Digital Designer, or we are talking about BRT?
So we have VRT, we have EV3, we have Algebra, we have Lego Designer, we have EV Classroom, we have a whole bunch of different stuff, and we're kind of.
Okay. You mean install you have EV3 Classroom in their computers?
Well, I mean, we've been told to install a whole bunch of different stuff, so we're kind of confused from what replaces what. Studio replaces what?
Okay. Well, the first part is
or Lego Digital Designer or EV3, or what's the Studio alternative for?
okay. The first one to install is BRT. This is the most important.
Okay, there.
Huh?
Yeah, we got that.
Okay, let me only send again the link. Actually, it's in the chat, but let me send again. So the first one is install BRT. You have here the two options to install Windows or Mac.
Yeah, we got that.
Okay, so let me send like this. Okay, first step. Then, where you can use to code. The second part is the program that you will use to code. If you have Mac with the system, the OS Catalina or Big Sur, you don't need to install we don't use EV3 Classroom, and you will not use this one, the EV3 software that is this one. No, actually, to open MakeCode, you don't need to install anything extra. It's inside BRT. Okay, so I can see, well, not all of you, but at least 5% answer in the chat that have Mac. So we will focus in Mac right now. So if you have Mac, you don't need to install anything to code. Okay, we can skip this part. Mm-hmm. And then what you need to install when you want to create your own robots and import inside BRT. Okay, Studio 2.0. Remember, this is focused in Mac computers.
Is there a link for that in the chat?
Yeah. Give me a second. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So if you are using Mac, you only need to install these two things, not more. You don't need to install EV3 Classroom or another thing right now. No. Okay. These are the two steps.
Jorge, in the first step in VRT, you mentioned a keyboard combination to open make code. And on a Mac keyboard, what is that? I tried it.
Oh, command. It's command.
Command and what?
Yeah, I have F8. Actually, let me send again. There's
video. No F8 on Mac, so that's why.
Yeah. I close the video. We have in the chat.
So we can use Windows or Mac. What's going to be the primary what's going to be the better option for this class?
Both. It's not well, if you have the two options, you can use anyone that you want. I know that the person sometimes person like more Mac, another Windows. It depends on you. For example, I prefer Windows. I have one Mac one time, but I don't like it. So if you ask me what you want to, myself, well, I prefer Windows, no? But if you give me a Mac computer, I can work with BRT and code with MakeCode and not have any problem. So it's not like one is better than the other one.
Okay. And basically, it'll go easy to follow along with either one, basically.
You repeat?
It'll be easy enough. It'll be easy to follow along with either one. We're not. Okay. Okay.
So here I add the video showing how to open MakeCode in BRT. Okay, remember, well, so let me focus here. It's in Mac keyboard is Command F8. Okay, actually, if I remember, most of the time when you use Control in Windows, in Mac is command. No, it's common that it is the way, that's the same. So let me open again here, makeover. So I will focus here, okay? I will divide my screen in two here. And now I will focus in makeover. So I move forward my robot, but now, for example, here in this section, you will see the different blocks that we have. In motors, we can control the motors. So right now, for example, let me add a new tank motor. And for example, I will turn. So I will stop one motor and only the motor B will run. You can see. Oh. For example, here, let me have BRT on my screen. Our robot, how to move with the camera. This is very, very, very important. For example, to move the camera, you only need to click the right button of your mouse and start moving the mouse, okay? On my case, this mouse is not like the same one that move like this. I only have like this ball. This is my trackball. So you can move like this, you can see? So this is the first way that you can move here. Then you can control the zoom with this part. If you are using the track mouse that is in your computer, you need to move like this. I don't know in the new Macs, because you know I more use window, but most of the computers are working like on this way. Only you need to do like this to make zoom out or zoom in, okay? Another thing is that we have, this is a simple menu. We have an advanced menu that have more tools. So how to open the advanced menu? For Mac is Command F12, okay? Instead of Command F8, it's Command F12. On my case, it's Control F12 because I am using Windows. So you can see this menu, okay? In this menu, we have another options. Let me show you. For example, I can select my robot. How I know that I select? Well, I click the robot. I can see these arrows. So for example, I can, in this part, I can see my robot into the top. I am zoomed in. You can see the right one, the back. Well, actually, right now it's like on the incorrect position because it depends how was imported the robot, no? But you can see in different places the robot. For example, I can see that our robot don't have any sensor. You can see, no? So how I can add some sensors in Sandbox? It doesn't mean that in all the maps you can do the same. No, no, no. It depends the map. Sandbox can have, or you can add sensors. Let me come back to the simple menu with the same keyboard buttons. It's Command F12. And here in attach components, we can add sensors, sorry, in the Sandbox. We have here, actually we can add an actuator that is the lifter. Is this one, okay? But I think in this first part, I will only add a color sensor, no? So we have here a color sensor. We have two options. That is, well, port 1 or port 2, and we can select left or right position. We'll select right. When I finish what I want to add, I click here, add. Now it's on my robot and click, okay. So now you can see I have this sensor, okay? So let me divide again my screen. This is the form. I will turn and try to go forward to detect the black square, okay? Okay, let me check. It's to the other side. So I change my speed and was a lot of turn. Okay, okay, now I think is better. So then I will add a tank motors. I will go slow because this is a demonstration. And after that, go to loops. No, sensors, sorry. In sensors, I will find pause until my sensor detect. So let me change, detect black. And after that, I will stop our robot, okay? Could be stop all motors, but I prefer to use stop only the motors that I am using, motor B and motor C. So now I will run my code. Okay, no, let me fix again my turn. Okay, you can see when my my robot go forward until my sensor 3 detect black. So you can learn how it works. And actually, you can see that MakeCode is Scratch. It's similar than Scratch. So if you are learning, for example, with physical robots, EV3 Classroom, it's the same. It's, well, Scratch, EV3 Classroom, MakeCode are not absolutely the same, but are very similar. It's too close. You know, I think could be 90% similar. It's the same. So, for example, if you learn this type of code, you can learn how to code in the other ones. For example, on my case, I learned Scratch like, I don't know, 5 years old, 5 years more or less. So when I start using MakeCode, I only start reading how it works. And then with Classroom or for example, with the Spike, that is the new Lego education material, it's the same. They are using like this type of coding, the Scratch type. So only you need to check what is different, what's similar, and you can try it. And the other part, the JavaScript. So for example, I know that people are trying to, well, are teaching to the students, for example, first showing in the blog section and then see the code in JavaScript. So they learn the commands. So really, this is amazing because sometimes, well, with the younger students, it's okay to use blocks, no? But you know, if you have students of 13 years old or more, they want to use different than blocks. So JavaScript is a great version. Actually, for example, when I help a school or a teacher, no, in a code in MakeCode, I prefer to write in JavaScript and then send to them the coding block, no? Because really, sometimes it's more easy in my case to use JavaScript, but well, this is the way that you can code the robot, no? So you can see it's now running in JavaScript section and it's doing exactly the same. So now I will show you, let me have again BRT in all my screen. Now how to import a robot, okay? So you need to go again to the control, well, to the advanced menu, Command F12, please. And right now, my first recommendation is that if you will use your own robot, the first step is select your robot and delete the one, well, sorry, select the robot that is in the map and delete one, okay? So please select here in this button, where is the objects, you will see all the objects actually, the cuboids and the map, no? All the map. So on this case, I will select the robot, I will click the right button of my mouse and I will delete, I will select delete. So now we don't have the default robot and we can import our own robot, okay? This is important because actually you can use more than one robot in BRT, but sometimes the students can get confused, no, because are two robots. So if you want to import your own robot, I recommend first delete the one that is in the map and then you will import your own robot. So here, for example, select this button that is download button actually. These robots that I showed you, actually this one is for competition. So you can see actually that is not like the regular robot or the EV3 regular robot. So instead of import this one, so I will try to import one that is like common. Actually, my recommendation when you start importing your own robots first is try with simple robots. Why? Because you need to learn how to import or how to use the wizard import. Because it's, when you know how to use it, you can see that it's not difficult. But the first times could be like, oh my God, it's difficult. Yeah, because imagine that the import wizard need to import a lot of different types of robots. Imagine with 6 bricks in Lego, you can create millions of different type of creators. So imagine how many type of robots people can create with Lego, are millions and millions. So it's important that sometimes the importer will need your help to decide if one section is correct or not is correct. So this is the reason I recommend start with simple robots, and then you can try to add more and more things to your robots, okay? So let me, here. I will try this one. Yes. So you can see that is importing my robot. So when it's finished, I go next. And this part is important. There are the components. For example, this is a simple robot, no? You can see that the design is very simple and actually only have 2 motors and 2 color sensor, and that's all. Don't have more things. So for the import wizard, it's easy to import this type of robot. For example, another one that have a lot of actuators or gears, etc. They can, the import wizard can do it, but you need to select, for example, manually the components. What is a component? For example, the main component is all the chassis. All the chassis, all the main robot is in the first component. Only you need to separate the components, for example, like the wheels, like this. No, for example, we can see the support wheels that are here. It's component 2 and component 4, and the main wheels. Why we have these Lego parts separately in a different component? Because need to be separate of the main component, the Lego parts that will have free movement, okay? For example, if the robot go forward or go backward or move, the wheels, the motor wheels and the support wheels will have free movements. It all depends how the chassis go. So it's the reason they need to have their own component. For example, in this case, the import wizard do it correctly, so I don't need to change anything here. Okay? For example, if I need to merge two objects, I only go here, select the two objects and click OK. On this case, I will not do it because it's fine. Sometimes you can have stray parts here that the library that you have in BRT is not detecting because again, Lego have a lot of Lego parts. No, so are really and actually they are adding more and more parts during all these years. So sometimes not the BRT library don't have all of them the Lego parts. So you can add here in the stray parts. Okay, in this case I don't have here any stray part. But another thing that you can do is that if you see that your robot have a stray part, you can add to a component, or you can go again to Studio and remove or change to another Lego part. Have a part that needs not a stray part, okay? So after that, go next. And here, you will select the ports of your robot. This, I will show you a way that I use and I teach to my students of how to select the ports, okay? This is not like all the people do the same way, all Cogmation recommend, no. It's my personal way because I saw that it works with the students of elementary, junior, and senior, no? So you can select here and you will see which port is. So for example, I will decide that this port will be the one. So this is a personal decision, so I will change the name to 1. Then here, I will select this sensor with the port 2. Could be 4, 3, it's not the problem. You can select any number that you want, but I change the name because you will see here that will be more easy for people to select the correct port. Then the motors. You can see this is the right motor. So I will select as motor B, C, and the other will be motor B. When I finish, I will go here, and in the motor port B, I will select B. Motor port C, I will select C. Port 1, I will select the port 1, the sensor 1, and sensor port 2, I will select the sensor 2. No? So you see that if I change the name here, it will be easier for the students to select the correct ports here. Then go next. Sorry, here is when we have gears. We don't have gears right now, so we can go to the next part. And you can select here, which is the front direction of the robot. So my front direction is this one, okay? So I finish, and I only need to wait that BRT import or finish importing my robot. Okay, so here, again, the most important thing that I can recommend you is start with simple robots, and then you can go for more and more and more. For example, actually this robot was not created by me, it was created by a student, and he have less than 1 year with BRT actually. He will have 1 year in November. So right now he's in competition and he's in senior advanced actually. So you can see that if the kids test and learn in BRT, they can improve and improve all the time, okay? So now it's finished, and now we have our new robot. So let me divide again my screen. I will run the same code. Why not? Only I need to change the port because I select port 1 and port 2. So I will select for my new code port 2, and I will run. We will see. Yeah, it do it, okay? So I think of BRT, it's this part, okay? Let me only show you very quickly, very quickly, I promise, about the competitions. This is the website that we have. This website have 1 year or more, have 14 months actually. And it really, it's amazing because you will see that you can have experience to work with your same partners in your school, but you can participate in other competitions. Are some competitions that have a fee, for example, the WRO, but we have another that are free. So if you have BRT on your computer, you can participate in these free competitions. So when you have ready here the website, actually every people can see. You need to create an account to register in a competition, yes. But to see results, to see how it's working a competition, no. Every person can check it. For example, I can check in my phone right now. A parent can check in their phone or their computer if they want to see how it's doing their kid, no? So here in competition, for example, you will see right now is running the WR competition from Jamaica. Philippines actually finished 2 days ago. We have Nigeria running right now. We have Malaysia, etc. So you will see a lot of. But the first step for the people that want to participate is create an account. So you go here, your account, and it's important that I recommend to use the sign in with Microsoft because it's the most easy way and faster to register, okay? So let me show you. If you don't have an Outlook or a Hotmail account, don't worry. Two options. You can create one or you can register your Gmail in Microsoft. I recommend to have an Outlook account or Outlook or Hotmail. So for example, if you don't have right now, you can help your kid to create an account and will be only used for competitions, you know? Sometimes when you give the first phone for the kids, they need to have an email. So sometimes you create an email for your kid. So it's like this. You will create an email for them. For example, I create this email for competitions. This will not was my personal email in Hotmail, no, or Outlook, no. I create for the website. So now I am logging. Give me a second because have like 14 days that I don't use it. So it's asking the security step. So give me a second. Oh. Okay, yeah. Okay. So now it's login, and the first time that you will create your account, you can select your avatar. For example, here I select Sherlock Holmes. I like this series. But you could be Batman, you could be Spider-Man, you could be Deadpool, Catwoman, Batgirl. You can be Jack Sparrow, of course. So you can select Steve Jobs, for example, no? So you can select here your avatar, and then you will select your first and last name. Well, this email was for competition, but let me change. I will select my name and my last name. I don't know. Well, I don't know if you know that in Mexico we have 2 last names. So actually it's Hernandez Huerta, no? And you can select your username. Could be, I don't know, Batman, Spider-Man, Naruto. I don't know, a lot of names, you know, because actually the kids have a lot of imagination. So they are, it's common that the students select the same username that they use in Minecraft or in Fortnite or in Roblox. So it's up to you. You can select anything. The other important thing is select the correct country. This is very important, please. That in your case, select USA, okay? In my case, well, I select Mexico. And the region, well, you can select anything you want here. For example, I live in Mexico City, that is CDMM. We set here CDMX, Ciudad de Mexico, okay? We don't need to add here anything in bio, video, and the other important thing, please select the correct date of birth. It's very, very important. We don't have available right now the social network section, and on my case will be update my profile, on your case will be save your profile. And after that, you have ready your account. You can go to competitions. And for example, we will use a filter here because we have a lot of competitions and select open. And for example, we have here different open competitions. For example, we can use this one. Let me check if I have the code. I think I have it, but I am not sure. It means Laberinto Novatos means a beginner maze, could be. Novatos means like beginner, and Laberinto means maze. So here, actually, you can see a lot of people of different parts of the world. Actually, the guy that is winning, or could be I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. It's a Malaysian. We can see Malaysia, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Malaysia, Mexico. So you can see people of different parts here, no? And actually, you can see here that all the world can join to the competition. And it's opening during all this year. And all the people can register. If it says open, it means that every person can register here. And you have 10 rounds. We will see what means this one, okay? So actually we have here.
Mr. Hernandez, this is Ruby-san. So I would like to know, could we join this competition as a team, a big coding club team?
Actually, every person can register.
Oh.
Don't need to be like a team, it's individual.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's individual ones.
Mm-hmm. We can see here that is individual. We have teams competition free right now. I think we have one only that is free and in team, because right now teams competition are only, well, most of the person like for the free competitions individual because they used to test, you know? So it's better that they, if a person have time, try to register in a competition, because if you want to have a team like for 2 or 3 students, you need to, well, all of them need to have an account, and then need to create the team in the website. So it takes a little more time. Yeah, and they need to be like in contact, no, like in touch to, okay, you have your account, okay, you have your account, okay, now we can create the team. If it's individual, if I have time right now, I can do it. If you have time tomorrow, you can do it tomorrow, no, you know, this is the different, and this is the reason the free competition, most of them are individual. But actually,
okay, understand.
A good news is that you can register, the students can register, the parents can register, and the teachers can register, because you can see the age is 4 to 200. I don't know why is 200. I don't think we have a person of 200 years, but it's only that we want that every person can register. Doesn't matter if you are 10 years old or 20 or 40, because this is a free competition, you know? This is not like we will give a prize to this guy, no, or this kid. No, I don't know if actually it's a kid or no. Because we want that people try it.
I saw a question on the chat. So do we have to sign in the Microsoft account to attend this competition?
Yes, I recommend it, because sometimes the authentication with Gmail or another type of domain have some problems. It's better right now with Microsoft because it's working better with all the emails. I told that if you have a Microsoft account, Outlook or Hotmail, you can use it. If your kid doesn't have a Microsoft account, you can register the email in Microsoft. No, for example, my Gmail, I have registered in Microsoft, and my Microsoft accounts, I have registered in Gmail. You can do that.
Okay.
But I recommend if your kid doesn't have a Microsoft account, my recommendation is create to them a Microsoft account. For example, imagine that I am a kid, no? And my parents decide to create me an account. So it could be Jorge RBG competitions outlook.com, no? Like it's my account because I only use this email for competitions. For example, some of the people or most of the people register here because they will go to the official competition. So sometimes the teachers create to all their students the same, well, similar accounts, you know, their email accounts.
Yeah,
So,
I recommend. I recommend to use the office officials. Yeah, because you can use that account to register Minecraft education version 2. Those are free. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, let me check. To register in the competition, you only click here, register, and that you will accept to be in the competition. And it said read the rules. Yeah, I know the rules because it's competition, you have a lot of time. But for you that is the first time, I recommend you read the rules because it's important. In any competition that you will join, it's important to read the rules. So I will open here the rules. It's a PDF. I think that was in Spanish and English, but no. Well, yeah, it's a simple maze where the robot starts here and need to finish in the red zone. And when the robot finishes in the red zone, your clock will stop and you will have 20 points. Okay? Don't worry. This was the first competition, and I think this is the reason that it's in Spanish, the rules, but the other ones have or in English or Spanish and English. Okay?
Okay. So thank you. I really encourage all of you, if you learn and after you're learning, and then you join this competition.
And then you click register button and it will register you in the competition.
Sure. So I think, so other than this contents, what do you have you want to present to us?
Okay, only I will finish right now. Only when you have your, you click the register button and now you don't have able, go to BRT. And in the LMS section, with the same account, you will log in, okay? So this is the way that actually you can have access to the competition maps. You can see in the portal different competition. Actually, you can start seeing, for example, in Monday, we will have the WRO international competition. So you will see teams of USA, Mexico, Panama, Malaysia, Puerto Rico, Philippines, Nigeria, etc., participating in official competition. When your computer finishes to log in the maps, you will have this message. After that, go to new projects. And if you remember, in competitions, we don't have anything. But now that I log in with my account, I have this competition or this map. I click, and now my BRT is opening. So you can see it's easy to join to the competitions, and you will have different maps to solve it. So here we have our map. And well, I think right now I finished. Only let me send to you the YouTube channel of the website of Robot Virtual Games, so you can find videos about the challenges and some tutorials, for example, how to meet a result in the website, etc. This is the YouTube channel, so you can see different different videos that we have here. No, actually, you will see the open ceremony of WRO International Competition in Monday. No, so yeah, Robbie, I think I finish. I don't know if anyone have any question right now, or we can finish.
Yeah, just listen out. If anyone has any questions about like any installation questions or anything to do with running Virtual Robotics Toolkit and the other programs, please ask now, because Jorge is this guy. He will definitely have the answers that I won't. And yeah, it's just your time and opportunity to ask.
It seems like everyone got settled, right?
Sometimes the people have the, doubts when they try it, no? So
Yeah.
don't worry. If you right now don't have any question, Robbie and Mr. Paul have contact with me. So if you have any question, I will help them. No, so
Right.
don't worry.
Yeah.
Anything you need after this meeting, we can help them.
Okay. All right.
One more
Thank
thing,
you
actually.
so much. Paul, go ahead.
Sorry, Jorge, can you actually put your email in the chat?
Oh,
I don't think I have
okay.
it, but I'll have to check, and I just don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
Okay, I sent to everyone my email. Or...
Yes.
Okay. Actually, I don't know if it's okay. We have a support chat in WhatsApp and another in Telegram. Do you want I send here the links or no?
Sure, why not?
Okay, give me a second. I was trying to search the links, so give me a second. Yeah, because sometimes it's more easy to send a message, you know, like I have this problem, no? Or I have this question.
Right.
Give me a second. I am trying. Okay, the first one is Telegram, the Telegram link, and the second one is WhatsApp. So if you have any questions, you can send me an email or you can contact me in Telegram or WhatsApp, and we will help you with any question that you have.
Awesome.
All right. If anyone, you don't have any questions about today's presentation, so I think we are about to close today's webinar. And we are very grateful about Ms. Hernandez came here and gave us the presentation. And I hope, like Bay Coding Club case, if you still want to join our robotic club, which lead by Mr. Paul Papchikar, and then you can contact with us at this number. Let me show you. Hold on. Here. And then you can contact with us. And if you have any other questions related with the simulation in robotics, you can send an email to Ms. George. Sure. So Paul, you want to have the last comment on today?
I got nothing.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you again. We have the webinars for next week, and you can stay tuned with us and log on our website to check the next event. Thank you all for today.